Danny, a 2-0 result. 2-0 result. Your thoughts on that performance?
Yeah, I think, as I said, first half I thought we were value for our sort of half-time draw, if you want, and we actually had some good chances where we maybe could have nicked a goal, but I think 0-0 at half-time was probably a fair reflection of the game, to be fair. And then we sent them out second half, and exactly what we just talked about in the dressing room, they did exactly the opposite, which leads to the first goal. And it's disappointing because we've highlighted those issues so many times, and we keep making the same silly mistakes, and against a team of this quality you're going to get punished.
Particularly in the first 20 minutes, it could have been 2 or 3 with the amount of chances we had. We just didn't seem to get our shots off on goal.
Yeah, and I think that was the difference tonight. It was both penalty areas. They were better than us in both penalty areas, and I think that as nice as the play can be in and around the middle of the pitch, we didn't do enough to test the goalkeeper, and we asked the question of how many saves he had to make, considering the chances and the areas we were in. So in the one, obviously, we dragged wide to get us back in the game, it's disappointing.
We started off the second half possibly the worst way possible. How important was it for the players to keep that sort of momentum and mentality to ensure they are still in the game?
Well, there's so many cliches in football about the first 5 minutes of each half and the last 5 minutes of each half and whatnot, but they're not cliches and they're not used for no reason. They're used because they are really important times of the game, and we sent them out and said, look, we don't have to change a lot. Let's just take a little bit more care in the final third, and then we just give the ball away. And as I said, with the pace and power they got going forward, they got some quality players. You're going to get punished.
Harry had that late chance early on as well. Possibly that could have got us back into the game at 70th minute mark.
Yeah, it's disappointing because you'd back him from there. Yeah. But we had a few. Fletcher had a few at the far post where we haven't even tested the keeper, and then we had some chances in and around the penalty area where you're thinking shoot, and then we denied the opportunity to shoot. And if you don't shoot a goal, you're not going to score, and that is probably the most obvious statement you can get. But sometimes I question whether the players quite understand that.
And despite the frustration on the pitch, the fans kept singing throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Now, listen, they're excellent. As I said, I've already mentioned we spoke to quite a few of them away up at Stockport, and they're a great bunch of lads and ladies, and they support us through thick and thin, and I genuinely think they can see what we're trying to do. But from our side, we should have more points on the board than what we've got, and that's the most frustrating thing.
That's 2 long away games behind us now. We are looking ahead to Saturday home game.
Listen, Stockport and Barnet away are not easy fixtures, and to get 3 points from the 2 games is, I think I've already said that you'd probably halfway through the season, mid-table, you'd probably take those and be quite pleased with that. But to perform the way we did in 1.5 games and to then only get 3 points is a bit disappointing. But we have to brush ourselves off, and we go again against Wrexham on Saturday. And Wrexham are a good side, and they're all good sides. They all invest, and they all do what they do, and they'll come down thinking that they can come and take us on, and vice versa. We fancy ourselves against Wrexham.